Welcome back. Law number 4 is power of a product. What did we have before? If we have here this product A times B or times C or raised to the M, both of these product will be affected by that exponent. So this is M factors of A times B. So you will get here A to the M times B to the M. If there are three of these ones here, let's say A, B, C raised to the N, then each one of these will be affected by the exponent. Okay, so here we have three factors here. So according to the power by product law, we will have all factors be affected by that exponent. And simplifying this, we get 2 to the 5th, x to the 5th, y to the 5th. Now, for this constant, 2 to the 5th is small enough for you to expand. 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 times 2 is 16 times 2 is 32. So, you may write your answer as 32 x to the 5th, y to the 5th. Okay? Now, what about number 2? There are three factors, or let's have a fourth factor there. And I will get here minus 3 to the 8, x to the 8, y to the 8, and z to the 8. That's just it. But here, negative 3 is multiplied by itself 8 times. It will be a very big number, so we can retain negative 3 raised to the 8. But we can simplify the negative here. That negative 1 raised to the 8 gives me positive. So I can write my answer here as positive 3 to the 8, x to the 8, y to the 8, and z to the 8. That's for number 2. Okay, let's take a look at number 3. Number 3 here. There is an exponent here. We cannot multiply 2 and 5 now because exponent has a higher priority than multiplication, which means that we have to have this exponent first. So according to the power by product law, this will now be 5 cubed, this is x cubed, and this is y cubed. And we don't distribute this here because this is not addition. We can just group these constants together, and I will get here 2 times 5 cubed, and then this is x cubed, y cubed. Now, this is small enough to be expanded. 5 cubed is 5 times 5 is 25 times 5 is 125. Times 2, that gives me a 250 x cubed, y cubed. So, 2 quantity 5xy to the cube will give me 250 x cubed, y cubed. Okay? Let's see number 4 here. Again, how many factors do we have? 1, 2, 3. The negative, I will have it owned by the 3. So, that one becomes negative 3 raised to the 5. I have here m squared raised to the 5 and y negative 4 raised to the 5. That is, we just applied the power of a product. 5 here affected all the factors inside. So we get here to the 5th, to the 5th, to the 5th. Now, you already know how to simplify this. This is power of a power, power of a power. And minus 3 raised to the 5th, the negative here is going to raise to an odd number, so it retains its negative, being negative. So I can have here minus 3 raised to the 5th. And then this gives me, from the power by power, that will be 10. And this will be minus 20. Again, if you have an exponent like this, you don't leave that one hanging there. You just have to have the definition. Okay. And notice that if I have this fraction, this negative should be before the fraction. And this will now give me 3 to the 5th, m to the 10, and this will give me y to the 20 below. You may expand 3 to the 5th, which is 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, or that's 243, or you can have your answer that way. Okay, now, what about the last one? Number 5 here is 20y to the y cube raised to the 7 and 25y to the negative 5 raised to the 6. We are multiplying, but we don't have the same base. So we cannot choose product law. Okay? What we can do here now is to apply power of a product. This is a product here. That means 20 will now be raised to the 7 and y cube will now be raised to the 7. And I'll have here 25 raised to the 6 and y to the negative 5 raised to the 6. It will be inconvenient for us to be thinking of this as 20 raised to the 7. I can say a 5 here, so I can factor a 5 here. So I can write that as 5 times 4 raised to the 7. Y cube and 7 will give me now y to the 21. And I can now write this as what? 5 squared raised to the 6. And that's y to the negative 30 there. Okay, so power of a product will now give me 5 to the 7, 4 to the 7, y to the 21, and power of a power gives me 5 to the 12, y to the negative 30. Now, what law can we apply here now? I can have the product law. I can group 5 to the 7 and 5 to the 12 together. 4 to the 7 has nothing on it. And I can group y to the 21 and y to the negative 30. And here, these are too big to be expanded. So I'll retain them in base 5. 7 plus 12 is 19 times 4 to the 7 times, what about this? 21 minus 30 is negative 9. Since that is a negative exponent, I will bring it down. So I'll have y to the 9 and I'll have here 5 to the 19, 4 to the 7. Okay? So, the simplified form of this one here is actually 5 to the 19, 4 to the 7 over y to the 9. Thank you.